must be very tough for you coming all the way out here. Especially since you don't like the beluga. Everyone's here. Good. Are you okay? You look like you were about to... and you're forgetting who I am. Red Oh, excuse me! Are you comparing me to Paimon? I suppose everyone is gathered here because of me. I can't thank you enough. Right now, we're focused on restructuring Aru, processing excess information. I can help too. Just let me know where I'm needed. Up to no good? That definitely sounds suspicious. Traveler, Paimon, I have other work to attend. No problem. Thank you. I'm counting on you. There's one other thing. If you are to work alongside the people of Sumeru, you will need to make yourselves visible to them. There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you do feel afraid, don't... Very well. Now, I shall bestow a small blessing upon you all. Whenever people see you and interact with you, do not fear. We will face it together. Everyone's here.
Dendro Archon. Are you recovering all right? You mustn't push yourself too hard.
I'm doing very well. Thank you for your concern. I see. Using the power, it's a sound. I regret to be the bearer of bad news, but with the state that Irminsul is currently in...
Alas, we had feared this may...
What about non-traditional means?
Non-traditional? Are you saying...
Desperate times call for new measures.
Hey, we're here!
Ah, it's you. The Aranara have good intuition when it comes to people.
Given everything that's going on, I'd be more surprised.
Miss Nefer, as a professional intelligence broker...
Not one that I'm willing to volunteer. What's in it for me?
Let's say I'll treat this as a pilot project aimed at expanding your intelligence operations. Whatever business you're in, an avenue to demonstrate your ability.
I like the sound of that.
Given that you rarely set foot in Sumeru, practically no one in Caravan...
I take it you've read the files on everyone in the area?
Yes. I also skimmed the list of evacuees, and am more or less up to date on where everyone's...
Any initial suspects?
Limiting the scopes to males whose recent activity could be... The Aranara saw 2 people talking, but currently...
Everyone is heading for the desert per the evacuation order.
There's no way it was a spur-of-the-moment decision to act. We need to smoke him out from...
Sounds like you have the begin... I see. Their suspicions are well-founded.
So far, we still lack solid evidence that he's been bribed.
Then let's get closer to him to confirm before we make our move. I can handle it.
certain you've never encountered this person in Notcry?
I'm certain. Besides, it's extremely rare for me to have had any direct Sino, stay out of sight and wait for my signal.
Understood.
Excellent. Darker skin, scars, frequents the desert, and nothing unusual about how he dresses or a coin. Interesting. Could that be how his contact paid him? Conveniently discreet for some. Sorry to bother you. Has everyone here already?
Ma'am, what are you doing in Caravan Rebot all by yourself?
My friend and I lost some of our cargo along the way. I didn't want to miss out on potential business. And then there was a terrible sandstorm. I guess I must have taken a wrong turn.
Forgive me for asking, but just to be on the safe side.
Sure, she has blonde hair, and she was wearing a hat and a white dress.
Yes, I think that does ring a bell. Ah, my apologies.
I understand. Well, sir.
Hey, wait. They left a good while ago now. You'll never catch up with them on your own.
That would be amazing. Traveling with a group will be much safer.
Hey, let's not worry about the money for now. Wait here a moment. What?
All right, thanks. Let me...
No need.
Okay. Well, I wish there was some way I could repay you.
You're not wrong there. I mean, what kind of cargo is so important that it's worth risking your life to get back?
I suppose I can tell you, since you've been such a big help.
Oh, really?
We're in the antiques business. You understand?
Ah, no one. Well, ma'am, in that case,
I'm all ears. But to be clear,
I'm sure that won't be a problem. My issue is...
pure gold.
If you look hard enough, there are...
It has no distinct Snezhnayan markings. That'll be why he's going with that story. And he clearly doesn't want to arouse suspicion, so... Surely you have an existing business partner. Won't they take it off your hands?
The shop I used to work with is having cash flow issues at the moment after
I understand. Gold is the last thing that traders with...
As it happens, I'm just about...
Sure. Let's...
This evacuation was a huge operation. They needed a few people to stay behind and tie up loose ends. And I ended up being one of them. You're lucky you ran into us in time.
I certainly am. I don't know how this happened. One thing led to another.
Hands where I can see them.
General Mahamatra! No,
This is the coin? Sadly, you won't have the chance to spend it.
Nicely done. Looks like Sumeru's mantra are a
Unmarked gold coins are quite difficult to trace. Here's what's gonna happen. Southeast from here, leeward side of the hill.
Great work.
Hers are quickly catching up. She's improved a lot and looks like it's over to...
Because I'm quickest on my feet?
Because you know how to trail a target. Plus, it'll be easier to monitor their activity from the air.
Fine. I'll be quick.
One more thing. The Traveler just brought a message from the Dendro Arc.
Got it. Will do.
Are you sure you'll be
Gee, I don't know.
okay. Then Paimon's coming with you.
Really? You do know this is a stealth operation, right?
Paimon? Are you sure about this?
Well, Paimon at least wants... Besides, being the best guide into that
if you want. But be warned. If anything goes wrong...
No need! Paimon will be
Good. Then what are we waiting for?
Coming! Coming! Head guy! Wait up!
We're here. Now, we wait.
Okay, yeah.
What's on your mind, Paimon?
Huh? Oh, nothing?
I thought all you cared about besides being a guide was food and sleep.
What's that supposed to mean? Paimon's been on plenty of dangerous missions before.
But never on your own. You hardly ever leave the traveler's side. Just saying. I'm kind of at loose ends right now. So if...
Head guy? Do you think Paimon is useless?
What? Where's that coming from?
When we were in Notcry, Paimon suddenly realized something. Even though Paimon's with the traveler every single day, whenever we face real danger, Paimon doesn't get like this very often. She just got really scared when the traveler got kidnapped that time. What if she never came back? What would Paimon do then? And the more Paimon thought about it, the more useless she felt. But Paimon doesn't want to be a burden. Paimon wants to be a friend who's actually useful. Does that make any sense? You know, that feeling of just being completely useless and... Paimon...
You asked the right person. Boy, do I know that feeling.
Oh, that guy.
I'm not gonna try and encourage you. What I will say is this. When you start doubting yourself, you have two choices. Give up or change. You have to make the decision to move forward. Otherwise, no amount of consultation from other people is gonna help you. So ask yourself, what do you want? To get stronger? To learn more? Whatever it is, go do it. You...
All right.
Something's not right. Shouldn't they be here by now? Paimon, is it just me? Or is it a little too quiet around here?
Should Paimon take a look?
We'll give it another hour. If nothing happens, we head back.
Okay. How strange. We've been here for ages. Where the heck are they? What is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off about... We know for sure that the guy Sinocot had something set up. Yet somehow his contact is a no-show. So, either the handler got caught...
But how would they know to do that? Wasn't they at least...
That's the problem. They couldn't possibly know what's happening here. Unless... This feels all too familiar. Come on, let's head back.
Even though this isn't a formal meeting, I'd still like to start...
Chesapeake and Bennu are currently assisting the scholars with the maintenance of Aru. Please forgive their absence. As for Hermanubis, may he rest in peace.
There have been times when I imagined what it might be like to meet you all. Time has taken many things away, but that which remains is...
I must say, there is one thing that rather surprises me. You appear to be in good spirits, Lesser Lord Kusadali. But even so, I can sense that the life force given to you by the Dendral Dragon has...
Oh no! So even a Pep's power didn't work? Don't worry, Paimon. It worked very well indeed. The issue is how closely I'm tied to Irminsul. Until the problem with it is resolved, Sumeru has undergone tremendous changes during your absence.
Regrettably, this is true.
I too have grown weaker due to the effects of Irminsul.
Then what do you suggest?
We take all the help we can get. Sumeru is our shared home. You and I, gods and humans alike.
Though Al-Ahmar is no longer with us, the alliance between the three gods remains in force. Regardless, as subjects of our king, not to mention that it was the people of Sumeru who released us from this prison of Aru. Times...
You really know how to give a rousing speech, Goti.
Now then, let us learn more about your plan.
The brightest minds of the Sumeru Academia are busy opening and renovating Aru.
Correct. Irminsul has existed in Teyvat since the very beginning. But after the heavenly principles arrived, the power of the light realm was divided into elemental energy. And since then, everything in this world has been inextricably linked to it. As the Dendro Archon, I have a duty to protect Irminsul. To submit to that has seen many upheavals in the last few years. The most recent of these was a major crisis in Notcry. I made sure to monitor all the pathways through which an outsider could potentially transmit themselves into Irminsul. I still believe that someone has actively invaded Irminsul. But rather than taking any of the pathways I referred to, by entering Irminsul through death.
I see what you mean. You cannot simply stop all deceased souls from returning to the Leyline.
That's right. As important as it is to guard against...
Please, understand how difficult this predicament...
Defense has never been...
After Irminsul was invaded, my authority was quickly restricted.
I'm sure you feel responsible, but you are not to blame.
But the people of Sumeru should not have to endure this. We must find a way to break through the lockdown.
And this is why...
Yes. The only thing in Sumeru capable of... All I managed to do before falling into a coma was make some minor adjustments to Irminsul. The scholar's initial plan was to borrow Aru's power to reboot the Akasha. Unfortunately, Irminsul has suffered far greater damage than they thought. To rise to the challenge, we had to resort to more extreme and far costlier means. To reclaim Irminsul, her brightest scholars have made further modifications to Aru with multiple goals in mind.
Human wisdom has clearly improved over the millennia. You have not only our support, but that of the Jinn.
Together, we will do everything in our power to save Irminsul.
By the way, when you spoke earlier of an intruder, it almost sounded as if you knew who you were dealing with, and...
Well, since you ask...
Master Tainari! What is that?
Is this Irminsul? How did this happen? What's going on inside?
Luckily, we managed to evacuate everyone.
What in the world was that?
Oh my. I understand now, Dendro Archon.
Not once over the millennia has Irmin's...
Please continue, Dendro Archon.
Irminsul's root system is what comprises the ley lines. In the past, it has always been hidden away. It has become a tree of unbridled greed. A clear sign that a deranged experiment has advanced to a new stage.
Blasphemy. From where I stand, an experiment in the name of blasphemy sounds rather improper. But if we are to honor Dottores' will, this is what we must do.
The birth of this tree proves to me beyond doubt that this incident is connected to him. But to explain the situation in full, there is someone I need to tell you about.
Zandik. So it was him. I saw him in the desert once. A man of supreme arrogance.
But didn't Dottore die and not cry?
He must still have loyal followers amongst the Fatui. Even so,
I can confirm that Fatui forces have arrived in Sumeru City. Furthermore, Irminsul seems to be undergoing some kind of mutation. Sorry, I couldn't think of any other word to describe it.
A baleful tree.
Speaking of Dottore, I have some information on that front as well. I didn't think it was wise to state this out in the open. But my theory is,
You mean the Fatui never intended to follow through?
it's hardly a conventional strategy. And the rationale behind it is, but as it happens, I know someone who works exactly this way. And when it comes down to it, he's been a collaborator of Dottore's from the outset. That fact alone.
There is still much to be done. Everyone,
as per the discussions, Mr. Alhaitham and Mr. Kage, the next phase of the Aru
We'll give it everything we've got.
The plan looks feasible, but the
General Mahamatra Sino and his team will help to procure the materials required for modifying the terminal.
no problem. I've already spoken with Sethos and Hat Guy.
This kind of thing is best left to the fleet-footed, right?
If it's efficiency you're after, we're the right people for the job.
following up on the elemental energy amplifier we discussed. Miss Dory,
Yup, that's right. Leave it to Lord Sangama Bay.
got it. Well, I'd like Madame Farazan, Kale, and Nicole to support Dory on the technical side.
You can count on us.
Will do.
Rest assured, I'll take.
Dia, Candace, and Nefer, you'll be in charge of negotiating between the various parties.
You bet. We can handle it.
Good. I believe that covers everything. Tainari will provide ad hoc support as needed.
Poor Tainari. Must be tough being Nephis' student. Getting bossed around all day.
Hey, don't try and drive a wedge between us, you old rascal.
All it says to me is that Master Nephis has faith in everyone's abilities. While I'm nominally here as backup,
Exactly.
Finally, Traveler, once that task is complete, I'll be asking some of you to accompany me to the Eternal Oasis.
The Eternal Oasis? I thought that was just a legend.
Regarding your trip to Natlan, under normal circumstances, a meeting between our two nations would be a far more formal affair. So regretfully, we won't be able to give the Pyro Archon Mawika the grand reception that she deserved.
No point putting too much pressure on yourself.
Right. Especially you, Dindra.
Don't worry about me.
Plus, we'll be there every step of the way.
Yes, I believe in myself. Well,
to what extent we can implement the final plan depends on how successfully the Akasha can be modified and configured.
Yeah, no surprises there.
Once we roll this out, any Sumeru citizens who already have Akasha terminals can simply continue to use their existing devices. This still leaves us with a significant equipment shortage, though. Many groups of people were never issued Akasha terminals.
We'll need a supply of rare materials for the renovation of Aru and the production of new terminals. Time is not on our side here.
The Aru merge and renovation project will have to be carried out by you two, as discussed. General Mahamatra Sino and Mr. Sethos is quite familiar with the layout of King Deshret's mausoleum.
I have every confidence. In the meantime, we may as well
Makes sense. There's no...
Get information and stay close.
What is this, boot camp? Knock it off.
It's just Sino being Sino.
Everyone clear on our mission objective. Look at the excess primal constructs.
And King Deshret's 7 pillars agreed to this?
If they're just sitting there doing nothing, we might as well put them to use. Thought. Enough to make an Akasha terminal for everyone who doesn't own one.
I remember you telling me how revolutionary these Akasha terminals were.
The Academia declared the Akasha to be the most powerful and...
Certainly sounds impressive.
Neither Hat Guy nor I have...
Well, if it all goes to plan, that's a...
Oh, goody! Thank you so much for handling the delivery. What a long way it was. You've really outdone yourselves. I'm well aware what a bumpy, dangerous journey it must have been. Now, I would have loved to oversee the process Oh, trust me. I'm patting myself on the back for my assembly work here. But will you really be needing all of this? According to our plan, yes, this is the...
I heard you covered a lot of the funding out of your own...
that's an Of course, the real tragedy is how little... It's really quite a beautiful design. And I'm intrigued by how such a diminutive device is able to...
Did you attend the lecture on Light Realm Energy?
Of course I attended. I was just a little late, so I had to listen to the whole thing from outside the back. Anyway, I have a perfectly good understanding of Light Realm, Elemental, and Abyssal energy, as well as the relationship between the three.
Good to know. Master told me in private that the conversion process between Light Realm energy and Elemental energy...
Oh, well, you can't enforce a rule that...
At first, the Dendro Archon was reluctant to explain it in great depth for safety reasons. Later, she came to terms with it. To protect someone from such dangers means keeping them in the dark. But for someone to know and embody the wisdom within, they must understand it's an information hazard. We're exposed to danger just by knowing the facts. A tricky problem. But today, this big problem has been broken down into many smaller, more trivial ones.
What do you... I get it. For instance, you and I share secret knowledge, while she and I take on the risks of life, death, and fate. Hey, what? That is not what I call a trivial problem. Well, as they often say in Bahumana, an event that is monumental to the individual is negligible in the grand scheme of history. Generally, the fate of the individual is an insignificant affair.
Being from Amorta, where the subject of our research tends to be a lot more personal, I have to disagree.
In other words, the big problem of survival has been broken down into many small, interconnected factors. When the same secret is shared with a group of people, the same fate binds them together. Most people would find this unimaginable, but to us scholars, this is the path that has always beckoned to us.
Sharing knowledge is a good way to fight against fate. All right. I think that's everything.
Thanks a lot. But don't go anywhere just yet.
Okay, the materials are ready. We can proceed with the next phase. Alhaitham, how are you getting along?
Most of the information in Aru is written in ancient desert scripts. Some of this is written in a tribal language, while...
Oh. Not lost to history, I hope?
Some are. All we can do is infer the meaning based on the rules of related languages. Although, this section actually fills in some of the missing historical record.
After Aru started up, 2 more lines of text appeared here.
Humans may not read what is written by the gods. Victory should not be easy to attain, for it symbolizes divine wisdom. Knowledge must not waver, for it
Is this a clue to solving a puzzle? Or is it being symbolic? You can't read it unless you don't read it. Wait, I think I've got it. It's a metaphor, isn't it?
A chessboard.
You were right. The youth of today are skilled at solving riddles.
Have the secrets buried in the desert not been unearthed over the years all the same? Since Aru is a place reachable through wisdom.
Oh, I've always been against overly cryptic sentences. Don't you get tired of reading and writing all that?
Ah, it's you 3. Just in time. We've been delving deep into Aru, and now...
I've heard this was how you'd while away your free hours.
It is true. King Deshret's chess games are some of the most well-loved of all his wonderful creation.
Is this chessboard supposed to be another visualization of the interior of Aru?
Naturally. Visitors, everything is ready. Only by completing the challenge on the board in accordance with the rules will you be permitted to overwrite.
1 second. It's not dangerous.
Dangerous? Why, yes, of course.
I should be the one to go then.
Sounds like the self-confidence of our present company has rubbed off on you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm your upperclassman, and that means...
I appreciate the sentiment, but a game of chess typically... Besides, I'm sure they won't let things get out of hand. Keeping things relatively safe is in your best interest too, isn't it?
Fair enough. I mean, you guys are controlling the difficulty, so please don't go too hard on us.
But Bennu said he wanted to put some respect into these whip...
Thank you. This doesn't seem like...
No, you must enter the board and pass the trials we have...
Ready?
Let's do it.
Да ну пиздец. Кошмар. Еще, сука, шахматы играть, я буду.
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
But the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct. Living on in suitcase form, of all things. Amusing.
Ho ho!
Done.
Finally. It's over. But seriously, that was incredible. Standing on the chessboard... Oh, sorry. I'll save my thoughts for later. Thanks to the three of you for helping us...
We made but a humble contribution.
You lived up to our expectations. Bravo!
In addition to the existing functions, I'd like to ask you, since Aru's interference shield can cover the entirety of the mausoleum, it should be possible...
So, building upon the existing functions to... I'm with you.
Imagine for a moment. What would the ideal outcome look like if this...
I agree. This is the best...
Me, oh my! Well, since you ask so very nice...
Naturally.
Let's go find Nahida! There you are. Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She shows great wisdom in guiding others. And she said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work... Oh, there's Nicole, all right. Always super patient and loves it. She is. Well, time for us to get...
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru. There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned, but why? And if I'm not mistaken...
Good question. I'm wondering the same thing myself.
That voice... Moika!
Hello, traveler. It's been a while.
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro Archon.
Moika, I apologize for asking you to meet at the border and such. I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person. Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within...
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than the ley lines. As long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the ley line cycle.
Exactly.
So, by meeting each other in this way, the Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru.
I'd like to address the question you raised at the beginning. I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but... Irminsul... So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a critical issue from the... But this time, the Doctor's invasion has directly affected the tree. The Heavenly Principles established a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave that way, even if Sumeru is destroyed...
We'd certainly need it.
The Heavenly Principles created almost everything that exists in Teyvat today.
Meaning?
Yes. My own power may be limited.
Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about.
That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length. We both know how presumptuous this is, but
You need the pyronosis, don't you?
Yes, you guessed correct. Originally, I only intended to borrow it, but the situation is far graver than I foresaw. So instead, what I ask of you is,
Why do you sound so nervous?
surely a gnosis is pretty important to a god.
I guess, but it's not. But I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. As far as I'm concerned, a gnosis is basically an elemental energy enhancer.
Yeah.
So you see, you don't need to sweat it. Here, take the pyronosis.
Huh? Just like that?
Uh-huh, just like that. To tell the truth, I've always toyed with the idea of giving it to someone who needs it more than I do. I know you accompanied Nahida here to try and increase the chance of success.
Are you sure about this?
I won't try to quantify it, but trust me, handing over the Gnosis to Tumaini is besides, even if you hadn't come here personally, I think I still would have agreed to Nahida's request. Irminsul doesn't just affect Sumeru. You don't need to tell me the specifics of your plan.
my heartfelt thanks go to you and the...
Don't mention it. But now, for the hard part. How do I actually give it to you?
I have an idea.
Just as I thought.
Incredible.
Just made a lucky guess. This seems to happen quite a lot.
Irminsul usually produces effects based on the records it holds. So...
Is that right? You catch.
Whoa! Thank you, Moika. Thank you for trusting us with something so important.
All right. No need to... Besides, there's still one problem. You might...
Let me try something. I have the pyronosis in my hand. It feels... I need to think hard about my memories of pyro. My memories of journeying through Natlan. All those important experiences I've had.
The Gnosis disappeared.
I'm fine. The pyronosis disappeared into my body. Just like... phlogiston.
Maybe it resonates with you because you've mastered the power of phlogiston.
Whew.
Please allow me to express my gratitude once again,
Pleasure. Well, I've given you all the help I can.
We won't let you down.
Yeah, we aren't about to lose.
Traveler, Paimon. Paimon's a teensy bit nervous. Of course. After all the...
I'm doing all right. What about you, Nahida?
With the negative effects of Irminsul, I am a bit like a piece of fruit that's been burrowed into by hungry insects and left to rot. But please don't worry. We all know what we're getting into, and we've prepared as well as we... Stoking the fire inside oneself is certainly one way to live. I've been quietly learning little things from everyone. Like...
Me too. With the constant traveling, I'm always learning and growing.
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Don't worry about what I think. I was just passing by and happened to overhear your conversation.
What are you talking about, hat guy? This is the top floor. No one...
Says who? You can fly just like I can.
I don't know why, but I feel a little more relaxed now.
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burdens in our presence. It means that Sumeru is a place you can trust. And we feel exactly the same way around you.
It's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Oh, there you are. Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question.
You must really be exhausted.
Well, it's been a busy day.
When work ends, you clock out.
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Probably a little late to start drinking now, though. Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite to eat? I can grab us something. Or wait, I think there's a stove nearby. Let me take a look.
Are you nervous?
A little, yeah.
Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control.
What do you mean, cannot influence? You're the one who came up with half...
There's only so much I can do. I was only doing my duty.
Was it like this last time?
You mean with Azar and his accomplices? Yes and no.
So the enemy is stronger, but... I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the library after the...
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came looking for an argument.
I came for a conversation! I didn't know it was gonna turn into an argument!
What do I think? I think we're certainly better off for it.
It's good having me around to help out, huh?
Absolutely. As a citizen of Sumeru.
Certainly feels that way. I just shudder to think how the world would have ended up if we hadn't got... So, do you think this is what impending disaster looks like? The sky is so clear, and there isn't a whiff of decay or destruction in the air. It's hard...
Awful things happen all the time. What you and I have done is increase our chances of stopping this one.
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. Oh, I hope everything works out tomorrow.
It will. As long as we stick to the plan.
It's really strange. You're my junior, yet you always seem to act more like an upperclassman than I do.
I think it's mostly a matter of temperament.
Ugh. Walked right into that one, didn't I?
We'll make our move after sunrise tomorrow.
Good. Is everything ready?
As much as possible.
That'll be enough. Don't let the pressure get to you.
Master Tainari! Mr. Sino! So this is where you were. I brought some juice and some water. Would you like some?
I know how easily you get dehydrated in the
I gotta ask, though. Who's on juice-making duty to...
Madame Farazan said she was feeling a little nervous, so I told her about the automatic juicer my friend invented.
A juicer? Did Sucrose send that to you?
Yeah. I hadn't had the chance to try it out before this incident occurred.
The juice is very sweet.
I think so, too.
Kale, how are you feeling?
Physically, I'm okay. It just still feels strange to me.
I know the feeling well. That same question ran through my mind every day.
At least now, you...
All the more reason that you should apply for Spontamod. Tainari fiercely opposes the idea, though.
Those two things are completely unrelated.
What are we all chatting about, Would anyone like any juice? I had some earlier, ma'am. Maybe give that... Very well, very well.
There's this enormous power, and then there's little old you. You feel like there's no connection between the two.
Yeah. But after all this time, I can't believe this stuff still gets to me sometimes.
Kale, just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't discuss deeper issues. I don't think it's childish at all. You were the victim of a terrible crime. It's normal to struggle with the fallout from it.
My professor once told me that no incident can be considered truly resolved until your rage and your pain are
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that. The same god remains which were once used to inflict so much pain upon me. Every innocent person who's been hurt needs time, but it's all about to be a...
I don't know if you've noticed, but you rarely stumble over your words anymore, and your outlook has become much more positive.
And since this isn't over, you can settle the matter on your own terms. It's...
Yeah. Sumeru is my home.
And once you're done, how about...
Stop it with the sales pitch, would you?
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here. Madame Farazan, why are you...
Thank you, Madame Farazan.
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork. I think I'm going to make something else now. Please, try to relax, Madame. I know.
Something on your mind, Miss
Nothing in particular. It's just... right now, the future feels strange and unfamiliar.
But the future has not yet arrived.
Some people know that there's an impending disaster. Other people are shaped by their circumstances. Different circumstances create people with different perspectives.
I've always found the perspective of the Vahumana Darshan to be...
Even at the height of the crisis in Nodcry.
Indeed. Regardless of faith, gender...
The world has never been an especially fair place. Yet now... If only my father could have lived to see this era.
Era. To me, that term represents a much...
Do angels even...
Yes. At least, I do. I fear the gap that grows. Time renders all memories insignificant and reduces all splendor to nothing.
You're very human.
If angels draw too close to humanity, our wings burn away in the bright flame of awareness.
Maybe that's a good thing. You're more human than some...
I've been talking to Kale a lot in recent days. We seem to be in completely opposite situations.
Case studies for who?
Myself, I suppose. After comparing the two of us, it was a gentle, pleasant sensation. Just as most people pursue glory and miracle, guiding humans to make the miracles in their hearts a reality. It doesn't sound so bad, does it? Look at the time. I should head back. I'm so sorry.
I'm fine. Wait,
Have we met?
not exactly. I think we may have crossed paths by the house of Dana before.
Oh. You're Hat Guy! From
You recognize
the clues in the name. Mr. Hat Guy.
Fair point.
It's getting pretty late. What?
I could ask you the same question. If I'm not mistaken, all the workload for the Ratawa Hisdarshan wrapped up a good while ago.
Well, I have something of a background in Satyavada life.
Did you find the experience enlightening at all?
Honestly, it was tedious and uneventful at first. But eventually, I think I did sense some... I was told that I even shed tears while I was meditating.
Not at all. It just proved good night. I wish you all the best for tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Too bad we've got to fight tomorrow.
Let us pray instead.
Prayer. How nostalgic.
Lord Sangama Bay came...
That's right. Actually, I was hoping I might run into you, Dia. I wanted to let you know that I've stocked up on that perfume you...
No, really? I'll take two. Any chance of a friends and family?
I knew you'd ask that. Surprise! It's free of charge.
That's very generous of you, Lord Sangama Bay.
Nope. Turns out it's not that easy to turn a profit there. Remember that merchant caravan you two rescued in the desert last month?
No way! I had no idea that was your shipment.
Lord Sangama Bay's investment in the desert and generous stockpiling of goods has helped many people over the years. The shelters...
Wait, how did you know about that? Oh, I see. That pesky lady. Aren't intel brokers at least supposed to charge for divulging people's secrets?
She and Candace go way back. It's normal.
Sure, but why did they have to be things about me?
That's how Nefer shows that she cares. She wishes for all of us to know what a generous person you truly are.
It must be hard trying to make a living far away from home.
Well, maybe her intentions were partly good, but I don't think that's the full story. I'm sure she enjoyed knowing how much it would annoy me.
Definitely. Does praying help you stay calm?
Defending one's home is a just cause.
Anger. You know, being able to get angry is a good thing. And
Just taking a walk to clear my head. Look where I ended up.
Yes, Miss Dunyarzad.
I
Come on, it's fine.
Sure. I remember you, Miss Dunyarzad. You visited my shop before.
He is such a gentle and kind god. I see her more as a friend.
Agreed.
I spoke with several people during the evacuation. Everyone's aware that tomorrow's Oh, it makes me glad.
My lady, you've always been... What are you praying?
Our beliefs may not be entirely the same.
I pray that everyone will rise to the challenges ahead and
I pray for the safe return of all my companions.
I have not felt this way in a long time. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly means without first losing it.
The golden slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland. Though desert sands exist there too. No Dendro Archon.
I was wondering,
What kind of questions?
so many. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend. What are the many disasters that this world faces, but the sum of all irresolvable questions?
The biggest question you should be asking is how to seize victory.
Yes. Although, I would express it differently. I must not fail.
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may, in fact, find to be a towering tree. If we would...
Nahida! We're just in time.
Ready when you are. We're here too.
Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run so fast!
I thought I get a lot of exercise as a forest ranger. Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready. As discussed during our meeting.
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just... Maybe you should take it from here.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable evidence to suggest that one was developed based on the other, or that they both utilize technology of the same origin. As long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha, and a system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission, but in the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the...
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life.
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
That's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru. Merge it with the Akasha.
Every person?
Yes.
I've already calculated the amount of...
So you mean we're going...
Yes. But this time, the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge.
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana, in case we ended up needing them. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain.
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. What?
Since this function of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made available to scholars. But by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, under normal circumstances, Irminsul would be able to cope with the additional load. Thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it. Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready.
courage to think and the courage to act. Indeed, only humans could do such a thing.
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another purpose. A rather ingenious plan.
I am grateful to you three for your help. Now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Irminsul. Now for the next step. I will need the help of your supreme power.
How might we be of service, Lord of
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately. Right now?
In that case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity?
Never. I assume.
You mean the one you gave to me as a gift?
How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Safei Shatranj? You...
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via... In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past...
Transfer initiated. Entering live combat mode.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he...
Never mind.
But we spent years turning him.
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have.
Understood.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at... For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fees you paid.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this, given our amicable relationship?
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been...
Why? That's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim. Managing money is not like other professions. Certainly not one I could have lasted so long in without...
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking with me.
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandig is you, and you are Zandig. Zandig created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandig, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, not... You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed, or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject.
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodcry, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not?
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
They forget that the experimental process itself is just as important. A suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained. I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge.
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you...
Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity?
Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitably ambitious plan to invest in?
Well then, I must say, while I am surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate, and not as the banker Pantalone.
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations. Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhnaya's predicament. It was an easy win. As for why I'm here, if you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't...
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years of life left after my death. Living and dying together has a way of binding two parties together. Is it not true that a relationship should be judged by both the positive...
So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all. It's true that I hope you don't die too soon, but especially for a human being.
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in this regard?
Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules?
Of course not, my dear friend. And as I've said before, mutual interest is the foundation for them.
I just hope there never comes a day when I have to work too hard to prove that.
Regrader, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru City.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsol's data, it appears this... Well, Dottore, I trust you know what this means.
They're coming. They'll breach the city gates any moment now.
But even so, I would say Irminsol is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office.
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall them for as long as possible.
Very well. But you're really asking for the moon here. Have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while an angry mob outside... He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request. The chance to finish confessing his sins before he was sentenced. Many suns and moons passed. Seasons changed, and still his confession continued, as if he intended to speak unto the end.
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god? Or were you hoping that I might confess my sins to...
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
For someone who despises them so, you never seem to have any objections to me creating or becoming one. At first, I thought you'd be furious.
Concerned I would terminate our partnership, were you?
Not at all. You had reasons why our...
Don't you find people's attitudes toward gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens and people worship it unreservedly. And yet, when they see an ordinary person gain godlike levels of power by virtue of their own hard work, they treat him with nothing but suspicion.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
No. I was just thinking. I pity the man who would call you a compatriot.
There's no need to be so self-critical. I I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this, but how have you been keeping?
I'm flattered that you would take the time out of your busy schedule to consider my well-being, Doctor. The part of your soul that went to Nodcry caused quite a stir, sending our organization back to the drawing board on numerous fronts.
Dear me, I must have caused you no end of trouble.
You certainly did. I had the rare honor of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with Pulcinella to answer for myself. A terrifying ordeal. Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, it's a public relations nightmare. I made sure of that.
Now I'm curious. How did you explain yourself?
Oh, it was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who wasn't there to defend him. I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as insistent as the second harbinger. Now,
How you slander me. You know full well that I am perfectly amenable to reason. There's no question that you are partly to blame for the ruin of my reputation over the years. Do you have anything lined up for when this is all over?
hard to say. Field work always takes quite a toll on me, as you know. Once I'm back at Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well-earned cigarette.
Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you?
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me. What's on your mind?
The limits of humanity. It's a pity. Despite running countless calculations, I find there is simply no way to reduce any further the...
It's rare to hear you admit to being unable to achieve something.
I beg to differ. For instance, as I've told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness and couldn't make long train rides.
Ah, yes, of course. One of the reasons you often sent yourself out on errands. What are you thinking about now?
A new experiment. In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories, yours for instance, and then combined it with your...
Such a scenario would be an...
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one Dottore. And if you ceased to exist, who would be capable of performing this experiment?
Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at talking your way out of a quandary.
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight. Really makes my day. The last time we stormed this... I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their lifetime.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual...
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandharvaville.
I hope this will be my last time.
Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we just fight?
What an amusing comment, my dear lady.
Wow! Why is Kid...
Because the image on her shield is one of me.
Well, la-di-da.
You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, certainly. I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon.
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my power.
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at every entrance. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You move out. Waterway secured.
Brothers, sisters,
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome. Once we've linked up, we'll continue.
The team has arrived at the north entrance, as planned.
Good. Press on.
match just yet. More Fatui approaching from the right.
Erminsul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we can split up.
Don't worry. We'll wipe them all out.
As you can see, our people came raring to go.
Good, good. How are things with the Traveler? Can Tainari?
Don't underestimate Tainari just because he's a forest.
All right. You know that's not what I meant.
Sino and the reinforcements have drawn the Fatui's fire away. By using a cluster leaf of cultivation, we can pass through certain terrain silently.
Good luck with that. We'll just fly up there.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
One with the force.
Careful.
Prepare for battle.
Hey! There's people over there.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru.
You're right on schedule.
Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average Fatui.
I have stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely looks like everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottores. And so you've been waiting for us. But it looks like you're geared up for a conversation rather than a battle.
Very clever, General Mahamatra Sino. I know you're the one in charge of this siege, and I look forward to making a deal with you.
A siege? Sumeru City belongs...
Historically, yes. But things can always change. We have quite a sizable force with us, you know. For instance...
There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now.
Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle has not yet reached its climax, but what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate.
Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there. Silence!
He disappeared. What was that? A ghost?
Curses! He was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow projected to...
Enough talk. Attack!
I apologize for being unable to accompany you at this crucial moment, but I am compelled to leave for reasons beyond my control. Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person.
Your illusion held them up for a time just fine. But now that they have seen through it,
Decoy or not, what matters now is that they will be heading your...
not imminently.
We made
This is far enough. Tainari.
Are you sure you don't need me to stand?
No need. Once the connection is established, we'll disappear from this.
All right. Goodbye for now, then.
the interface Nahida mentioned. Come on! Where's it hiding?
Found it. It's over here. We can connect to the inside of Irminsul through the sanctuary of Sirs Thana's built. You should be pretty familiar with the process.
Is it the same route as last time?
For the most part. We don't need to adjust any of the...
Then I should be fine.
And Paimon? Once you're both ready.
Wait! The stakes are way higher this time, right? Maybe Paimon should stay outside. Huh? Why are you staring at me?
It's nothing. I just suddenly realized how much you've grown.
Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself.
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable.
If we say Alhaitham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of you applying to the academia. But for all that he counts, you're doing surprisingly well in your studies.
Just goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you.
Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
What? No way! We're friends now!
Fine. Suit yourself.
We need to go. Paimon, if you're staying...
Look, will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tainari and Sino. You guys are the ones who need...
We will be.
Initiating connection. Well, here we are again. Come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going.
Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read.
Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, whatever
Listen to me. Your safety is just as important as mine. Don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good.
All right, if you insist. I won't argue with you.
This place looks so different from how I remember. It's unrecognizable. It's a complete mess. Like someone's turned the place upside down.
Must be Dottoro's doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs.
It's still changing.
He has to know we've entered Irminsul. But luckily for us, be on your guard. Don't let him find us. The red parts have probably been corrupted by Dottoro's power. Don't touch them, or you might alert him. He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Fortunately, it looks breakable. The wind rises. Squall and fury.
Aha.
Oh no, it's...
A trap. Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again? To get us to lower our guard?
I'm trapped!
Why won't this thing budge?
Hello? Hello? Nicole? Is that you? Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis. I couldn't see anything at first. But now that you two are inside, I can use your location with support from the... It's not the clearest image, but I can't intervene directly. But I can help to guide you out of the jam you're... Dottore in his current form is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be sources of his contamination nearby. The corrupted information is his means of manipulating them. Is that one of them? Precisely. Take it out. Good work. But we're not done yet. Stay close. And let's see if we can find any others like it nearby.
Rises.
This must be another one. Agreed. Now, wait, watch out!
It's Dottore.
Ага.
I think he's found us.
Понятно. Я тупая.
The seal Get out of there!
Угу.
And where exactly do you think you can run to?
Wait, what is that? Pursuers. That's gotta be it.
Run! Don't let that thing touch you.
I think we've made it to relative safety. Goodness.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Take a short rest. And then Nicole? Nicole!
The connection's been cut. But that means...
Look at you supporting one another. How very touching.
Dottore!
Took you long enough to find us. You're more useless than...
Oh, really? I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that. Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free. I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your movements. Played along with your clever little plan. Fleeing is for animals, but I rather enjoy watching you flee. Some things lose the will to run altogether as soon as you put them in a cage.
If that's true, then why did you come looking for us?
Because I wanted to observe you up close, of course. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual that After all, it's been a while. Scaramouche. Why are you so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself. And with the power of this great chronicling device called Ermin's Soul, once most people form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you managed to erase every trace of your existence. However, this meant that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Knobcry. I didn't even have to go looking for you. For someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been more surprising if I hadn't managed to piece it together.
You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out. I'm sure you'd even be more delighted to learn the...
That would hardly be necessary. Besides, isn't there something that concerns you more right now? Something that fills you with dread? Let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of the records you deleted. For one thing, it would be exceptionally difficult. I doubt that the prospect of losing your current life is all that frightening to you. Because in your case... the cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes. Isn't it?
Dottore? Squall Fury!
Your power.
You will pay for everything you've done.
Oh, will I now?
Too slow. Too slow.
You're so close. Just hold on a little longer. I'll hold him up. Traveler, hat guy, the rest is up to you.
We certainly have a knack for surprising each other, don't we?
I'm just getting started.
It's time.
Say your prayers.
Stay on the offensive, but watch your back. It's time.
Say your prayers. Finally. Time for you to die. Excited?
Time for me to die? How could I have reached this place if death were something I feared?
The last gasp struggle of a dying man is a pretty pathetic sight.
It's time.
Say your prayers.
It's all yours. Do with it as you see fit.
Just as you say, this world is home to some archaic things. And as you suppose, you are a formidable opponent. You have long coveted the secrets of wisdom. So now, I will demonstrate true wisdom in action. I invoke my supreme authority as the keeper of Irminsul. Commend me or condemn me. But give your verdict now!
Blessed one of wisdom, Mahakosaladhama, are you certain that you wish to exercise your authority to destroy Irminsul? It represents both your roots and your finest accomplishments.
This is my decision. Irminsul has been corrupted beyond redemption.
Irminsul is the original tree of Tevat. It is the means by which the heavenly principles maintains fate itself. The seven archons should honor and revere it.
It is precisely because I honor and revere it that I fight for the humanity it exists to protect. Wisdom is knowing how to weigh the options and make the right decision. If you truly care about the fortunes of this world,
Planting a seed begins the chain of cause and effect. Since you till we meet again, look. The first flame. The pure, cleansing fire.
Shall we?
Where were we?
I was suggesting that you needn't perform when signing a contract.
You're only sitting here because your bank demanded an evaluation of the trustee.
So you told a story about a young scholar from a merchant family in Sumeru?
I told a compelling tale, didn't I?
The post-expulsion story is far more captivating.
The human experiments or the elixir of immortality?
The part where you die.
Ah, yes. My favorite part. The 35-year-old segment thought of himself as Dottore, reserving the name Zondique for the original specimen. Of all the segments, he was the most selfish. After his expulsion, Dottore searched for a new direction. He joined the Fatui, studied Elazar in great depth, secured resources. He was rather fortunate in his career. Zondique turned to Conrian technology and successfully created his segments. But this was not immortality. Even with backup segments, his body would still age. Still, thanks to Snezhnaya, Zondique found the ideal base for his experiments. Then a perfect partnership materialized at a crucial moment. The year that both parties realized they needed more time. Fortunately, Zondique succeeded. In a miraculous turn of events, he gained the extra time he needed.
I seem to recall it differently.
All right, it's true. No matter how much elixir he took, Zondique remained human and continued to age. Then, on the morning he turned 85...
Help me up. Call for help.
Surely he would be rescued, Zondique thought. But to his surprise, no one helped him. Zondique was too selfish for that.
Don't forget, you're one of us.
Yes, and we're all waiting.
Waiting for me to die.
Pantalone arrived for a meeting and happened to witness what followed. He found it unsettling.
I never said that.
But the Zondiques were unfazed. It was a rare opportunity for self-dissection.
What does all that have to do with you depositing your data at Northland Bank?
It has made me cherish my time in this world all the more.
Fair enough. So you do have a sense of self-preservation.
What do you mean?
You're hardly normal, and you don't cherish life. You just don't want to admit defeat in the limited time you have.
Even so, don't I deserve an interesting ending?
I'm counting on it.
If nothing else, I expect my funeral will be a grand affair indeed.
What a magnificent fire. In Snezhnaya, we light fires to ward off the cold. Fire, it seems, is antithetical to ideas such as cold, frozen, and unchanging.
Perhaps it has always been that way. From the beginning, fire has been used to drive away wild beasts and warm the body and mind. You could
mortal fear. Something you haven't been acquainted with in a long time, by the sounds of it.
Whereas you, I'm sure, must know the feeling quite well indeed. I remember when we first discussed the elixir of immortality. You fear the prospect of dying a wretched end in this world, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm only human, after all. And while you may have forgotten it, you cannot deny that you too were once human, Dottore.
Perhaps you are right. But I abandoned it long ago and devoted myself to my experiments.
From the very beginning, I never thought you could win this game.
But still you came. Contract in hand to honor our agreement.
Because I am a reputable partner.
And as we have discussed, experiments are about more than results alone. The process is equally important. I have come here and completed completed my creation.
I'm afraid your journey ends here.
After I die, there will be no one to make the elixir of immortality, and your remaining stock will only last a few more years.
When I feel optimistic about market environments, I never forcibly adjust them. They have their own direction. I have been quite particular about many things in my life. But where the manner of my death is concerned, I choose not to be.
You make yourself sound so magnanimous.
Oh, but I am. And I hope you will be too. It may have been a long time since anyone told you this, Dottore, but I recognize that you are a truly rare talent.
Ha! I can see it. The experiment in blasphemy that I've been performing It has been a long process. And I do not care about the results as much as people might imagine.
If the very goal of your experiment was to explore infinite possibilities, then there was never any reason for it to end.
Indeed. Yet now, the experiment has officially drawn to a close.
What should I call you? Zandik? Or do you prefer Dottore?
Suit yourself. Goodbye, Feofan. This time, that's what it truly is.
And don't I know it? Goodbye, Zandik.
Experiments. But to me, Lord of Denro, this outcome is certainly not the worst.
I believe you. But unfortunately, this is where it all ends for you.
Experiment. It sounds like you're trying to outdo me in my own field.
Wisdom is conveying information in terms that people can clearly understand.
Indeed. I can see no further outcome. You have a formidable mind, and you are braver than I thought. Setting fire to the very thing your survival depends on.
When necessary, wisdom can be as fierce as an inferno. Some of the flames that incinerate you come from within yourself.
Perhaps you are right. You see what lies at the bottom of the human heart, and that is your wisdom.
Here is where your journey comes to an end. All that is yet unknown belongs to those of us who will carry on living.
It seems I have unwittingly been your arch enemy all along.
I do not deny your intelligence. But what you refer to as experiments, they are events that take place in the real world. And they are so much more than mere data. Goodbye. We will never meet again.
Well, that's the last of them. Everyone on the list is already back where they should be.
It was a long, hard road. I just pray that we'll never need to leave again.
Paradise. In the annals of the Temple of Silence.
I wouldn't think gods need such a place.
People always think they're the only ones who can lose their homes. As the Goat King once said, "The god without his people shall cease to exist."
Only we can truly understand how much the desert faith is fated.
Given the myriad ways in which gods and humans interact, I'd say they've...
Well, that sounds about right to me.
If you told me if...
Belief is a choice, just like friendship. We've made our choices through battle.
I'll be heading back to the Temple of Silence.
It's back to Aru Village for us.
Until next...
Right back at you. Word is that 2 of the other 7 pillars, Chesapeake and Bennu, might also be dropping by.
Dropping by? That makes it sound like they're visiting in...
Well, the temple was founded by Hermanubis, so I guess to them.
Guess that's true.
All right. We'll make sure to find time to stop.
I will.
See? Retirement has always been a problem, especially for old-timers like us who've been locked away all these years. You finally step out into the light, and naturally.
What do you think, Layla?
Huh? Why would you think to ask? How could I possibly be qualified to decide where the servants of King Dash...
Sorry if my question was unclear. Do you think their statues will stand up?
Hey, I never agreed to this. How could we possibly allow our statues to be left in her Hermanubis' home.
Different beliefs can coexist. We still need to respect.
By which you mean you two plan to stay at the temple? So you...
Family.
You could say that. In a sense, Herman, just look at this place. Magnificent, is it not? The sad truth is...
And what do you mean by that?
I mean that for the most part, time spent associating with...
Why does that not surprise...
Anyway, given how much time we'll all be spending together...
Once Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence, returns, but judging by the expressions of everyone here, this sacred ground houses untold knowledge after all. What better place for the servants of King Deshra to appear in the mortal world?
How about we share a meal together first?
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Are we having a get-together?
Oh, my, that would be wonderful.
How the times have changed.
And you, Mr. Herreshoff?
To be honest, I haven't given it... Forgive my bluntness, but you do not seem to derive your...
I do, but projecting a majestic...
Not putting on...
Exactly.
Last time.
Can we do that?
Don't worry, I can help out.
Me? Sure.
The more the merrier.
Don't take this the wrong way. I just think you should know.
If I were to compete against you...
Where's Sobek? I'm sure he'd be good for a few rounds.
I wonder what variant of chess we're talking here.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. As long as the leader of the Temple of Silence agrees, we can...
Such devastation visited on Sumeru City. So many houses destroyed or damaged in the fighting. Look at all of this. It's going to take me forever to tidy up.
I would have thought a little appreciation of my sincerity and effort in helping to clean up this mess might...
Helping? Effort? This is your house! Of course you should be putting in the effort!
So you see yourself as just a helper in this situation?
If you're trying to say that since I live here too, I have an obligation to tidy up...
In the wake of a great storm, a missing roof is a...
Can you stop making it seem like I care more about this house than you do? Doesn't it...
I won't pretend it's ideal.
This is the roof over your head. Your shelter from the cold. The furniture is scattered.
The way I see it, these problems are...
This is precisely why I hate talking to you about sentimental things. It's like banging my head against a wall.
It sounds like this is causing you a lot of anguish.
You mean the house or the paintings?
I mean your sentimentality.
Oh, well, yes. But I'd rather not dwell on such things right...
Generally speaking, when anguish becomes the norm, people usually make an attempt to improve their situation.
But there are so many people and things in life that are difficult to change. Anguish can be a source of inspiration. And I'm not sure I could break my reliance on it.
I'm glad you're able to make yourself think like that.
What kind of a response is that? I was stating a profound truth about...
And I wasn't trying to.
I'm happy about...
Happy that you can always find an answer that backs up your views.
You
look... More often than not, life is a process of running into problems and then searching for answers. Not everyone's so good at justifying things to themselves. It's some...
Huh. What about you, then?
Pass me that box.
Huh? Okay.
You may consider this my progress on the path to mastery.
What? Wait a second. Isn't that box mine?
Would you like me to put it in your bedroom for you?
Huh? I mean, sure. What kind of progress is this? Does he think he can bribe me? Not that giving me back my own thing. These books on the floor, they're a complete mess. Guess I should help him.
Local subterfuge, imported goods. Such a bright future ahead. I can picture the Mora just rolling in.
You do realize you sound like a choking cow?
It's called being
positively shaking in my sandals. What
You've got a lot of nerve, Nefer. You went and told. Seriously, do you have any idea how differently the.
Surely that's a good thing. I presume they're more disposed to actually like you now.
You traded my secret for sympathy! Thanks to you, I've lost every last shred of my mercantile majesty. How am I supposed to make anyone think I'm a big, scary investor now?
The dark days of Lord Sangama Bay are behind you. Why not take this chance to make a...
Speaking of friends, since when did the notorious Lady Nefer gain such an admiration for holier-than-thou types? A moon chanter here, an angel there?
A coming together of fates, nothing more.
Forget it. You're right about one thing at least. So, I really took a loss this time. What are you looking at?
I'm trying to see if you're really crying, or a little birdie told me that when Lord Sangama Bay makes money, the tears flow from the center of her eyes.
You are so annoying.
Nefer! Thank goodness you're here. I've been looking everywhere.
Huh? Oh, well. If it isn't the House of Dana's very own.
Oh, no. I'm not here to buy. I'm here to bring Lady Nefer a book, and a fascinating one at that.
Reasoning knows not time of day, but...
Huh? Isn't that the one that...
It was all the rage for a while. People throughout the city were clamoring to get their hands on a copy.
Don't bring up that book in my presence.
Surprisingly enough, I've actually heard of this book.
You're from the Vahumana and you're asking me what the truth is? I'd say the actual truth was about the least important part of the whole... I brought you this book because it probably has the most interesting backstory of any in the House of Dana's collection.
Don't tell me it's actually any good.
You may not know this, Lord Sangama Bay, but
No eye for good literature. Huh.
perhaps she feels that bad books hide interesting secrets? But I shouldn't put words in her mouth.
Suits my style as an intel. Very interesting, thank you. And as it happens, I have something for you to...
Incense?
I imagine you've already used up the incense I...
Well, actually, I've been saving the incense you gave me. But I'll gladly accept this too.
Katayun, you haven't changed a bit.
Congratulations,
Well done, Kale. After studying for so long, you've finally become a full-fledged...
Sure hasn't been easy for you, huh?
All grown up. No longer a trainee, but an official forest ranger.
Thanks, everyone. It's true. I'm an official forest ranger now, Master Tainari. Thank you for your guidance and support.
Sino had a matter to attend to at the Temple of Silence.
I'm afraid the party will have to wait. Kale still...
Kale, is everything all right?
No. It's not what you think. There's nothing wrong with my health. I've made plans with the Traveler and Paimon to visit Mondstadt.
Well, that's a relief.
Of course. I have a feeling you're right. Phew. After all that catching up on sleep and...
For someone who spends so much time resting, you're...
Hey! Paimon's been working her butt off too, you know.
Don't worry. I saw how hard you worked.
Alright. We all know you're the most hardworking person in Tibet. Paimon's been looking around the place, and it seems like the city's already on the map. Hey, Nahida! And Traveler, Paimon.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Nahida was just expressing concern for my
Oh, the Traveler told Paimon all about that.
You make it sound like I'm on the brink of some kind of breakdown. If we can just get to the bottom of Dottoro's intentions, we can minimize his negative influence.
Just listen to that newfound optimism. It seems like having you enroll in the Bahumana was a true...
Observe, a classic Sumero specialty. Shocking.
To be honest, even I can sense the change in you.
Everything Dottori said to you was a way to manipulate your mind. Fortunately,
You're no...
Can someone as old as me really continue to grow?
If it helps, just think of yourself as a late bloomer. It's all a matter of phrasing, and it comes down to what standards you measure yourself. For a puppet, developing at such an age is perfectly normal. But if you choose to call yourself a late bloomer...
However you see yourself, well done.
Alright, I see what you mean.
Anyway, what?
What else can I do but complete my current courses? Everything else can wait. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. There are still things in the city I need to help out.
I'm so happy that Hat Guy is doing better than we thought. But what about you, Nahida? The Pyronosis burned down the corrupted Irminsul. The flames blazed for 7 days and 7 nights before they finally... Now, Aru shoulders the responsibilities that once belonged to Irminsul.
Irminsul has a strong influence over you, doesn't it?
There's no need to worry. Thanks to Nicole's extraordinary talents, my connection to Irminsul has been severed, and angels can do things? They can. Such abilities are precisely what makes them so powerful. In my eyes, much of what she went on to achieve reached...
So, does that mean your situation is stable now?
Correct. Just imagine that Aru has become the new Irminsul. The wisdom of Sumeru has ultimately converged into a... Whatever it is, the important...
Dendro Archon, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Sir Nepis, do you have...
Yes, there's something I need to report.
The Fatui Harbinger, the rooster, senses his sympathies, along with all the usual pleasantries. His stance is that, following the unrest and nod cry, Dottore was subjected to internal censure. This madness was the...
No less than can be expected.
Snezhnaya paid a heavy price working to stop him. They even lost one of their own Harbinger. The letter goes on to say that even so, Snezhnaya cannot claim to be blameless. Additionally, they are supplying relief funds and supplies.
True. But as diplomatic rhetoric goes...
This disaster has had a profound impact on Sumeru. The matter of Dottore can be seen as settled for now. We are sure to cross paths again in the future. And in that light, Snezhnaya would do... With Irminsul burned, the flow of fate now carries...
Perhaps we can move on to a less serious matter? Dendro Archon.
Of course! Junior Zod, Sinon...
What a wonderful...
Not more.
More. Dendro Archon, what do you mean?
Those good friends of yours are always talking about tomatoes. Tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. What can we make?
Take your time, there's no need to rush. The Traveler, Paimon, and I still have somewhere...
Does this mean you're going to Natlan?
I know. Traveler, Paimon.
Sure.
You hear no objection? Wonderful. Natlan is such a lively... It's super cheerful and positive. I can see that.
You came. Welcome, welcome. You must be hungry from your journey.
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. We've been eating the whole way here.
All right, all right.
Maybe later then. We can wait till everyone's got an appetite.
Sounds like a plan. I should tell you, I already have some sense.
Why's that, Malika?
To say thank you.
Your senses are spot on.
Because the pyronosis has vanished.
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the pyronosis.
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant. There's no need to feel guilty. We were clear that this time...
Thank you. Really is a fascinating phrase. It's not that we lack other means of expression.
You're right. In Natlan, we prefer simple expressions too.
That's wonderful to hear. Sincere feelings are often of...
Irminsul's destruction doesn't seem to have done you...
There's still a lot of work to do. But before we begin, we felt it was important to come here and speak with...
Partly to express our gratitude, but also because we felt that seeing you, in a sense, is like basking in warm sun.
That's a nice way of putting it. To tell you the truth, though, I'm not a fan of somber meetings. So, since there's nothing more to say,
What a great idea!
In that case, I think I'll lie down for a bit too.
And where might that be?
Mondstadt. Paimon and I are gonna head back.
Long ago, I sensed that the god remains inside those remains weren't hurting Kali. Not as she is now. A yearning for an ordinary life.
She should be ready to face the truth by now.
Whenever people meet, there is always the potential to create warmth and kindness.
Oh, just like how Paimon sometimes sees Nahida as a little kid. Is that so? Well, anyone who's friends with a kid is probably a kid themselves. Of course! And there's nothing wrong with that. When we get back, we'll actually be hanging out with another of our friends who have...
Dear Sucrose, when you receive this letter, I'll probably be as busy as always. But busy with the wonderful things. Impressive, right? Sino said that official rangers sound much tougher than trainees. You probably heard that something big happened in Sumeru recently. Plus, it's not just me. A few of us are going. Hey,
Tainari, is that...
Don't you say it! Is that the great Vayu Vyas?
How times have changed.
you've really upped the aggression in your battle against...
Kale, how did you know what I was going to say?
For the love of...
Hey! Traveler! Paimon! You're right on time!
I hope we haven't kept you.
Calais! Sucrose! It's been so long! I've been well. Everything's going... Not at the moment. Oh, right. That juicer you gave...
Seriously? That's wonderful. I don't suppose you drew up a...
Sucrose, you might want to try asking your question.
Albedo! Paimon did...
It's been a while since all of us were together like that. Good idea, my friend. So,
Don't remind him.
first things first. Allow me to introduce our very...
This sounds like one of those mushy stories that gets people hooked on some corny, heartwarming premise.
Oh, is our story not heartwarming? If I recall correctly...
Besides being heartwarming, our story's also about tough, impressive-sounding job...
Oh, you're here already. I'm still giving don't...
A tram?
Of course. It's... All of these trivial matters get left to me. It's because I'm an angel. And...
Oh, right! Wow!
What are you writing?
I'm just brainstorming some cool... Oh, write them on these card backs. Of course.
Clearly, my lines are pretty...
Miss Nicole,
Kale, you seem a little nervous.
I was just wondering, who was the person you mentioned who needed their...
Wish.
Miss Nicole asked if we could meet up in Mondstadt once everything was over.
Well, you never mentioned that before. All we knew was that you'd arranged to...
To be fair, everything I told you was... Come on.
Huh? You're...
Surprised? I bet you weren't expecting to meet a woman like... An oasis will spring from the place where a djinn resides.
Lilupar?
I made friends with Miss Nicole. I asked her to bring me here and then invite... The prologue to this story is that I have a wish. It is stirred within my heart for...
Could this related to the goddess?
My dear young lady, my mistress left her final trace in this world upon... And now I have seen you and peered into your heart. You have experienced hardship, but beneath all this, I've witnessed this...
I do. I wanted to...
But how do you decide what is yours? The scars that others carve into your...
They are. This is something I've talked about. Miss Nicole said I should learn how to adjust my standard.
Don't you want anything from the remains of the goddess of flight?
She gave me a revelation once.
In the past, you would not have possessed such a rich heart. Your brief life has taught you to hold on to everything good. How fascinating. You're nothing like.
Of course not.
Yet I am a djinn. We exist because of the Lord of Flowers. Kale. Can't.
But her remains won't be easy to remove.
That's beside the point. First, I need to know. But look, you know nothing about me. Even if you have heard the stories about me, so you do know. Your lips are quivering, your eyes, my dear young lady. Are you sure about this? I yearn to see my mistress. For this moment, the world can burn to ashes. And you, Kale, I can give you a gift. You'll become just another.
But Miss Lilopar, what will...
My wish will be fulfilled.
Why would you wish...
A long, unending life might seem desirable for one who has... Since you've promised to grant my wish, give me that release.
Kale, there's no pressure. It's as if you want to use the...
Nothing so selfless. We'll be using our futures to fulfill each other's wishes.
I understand.
Close your eyes, Kale. Then open your soul. From there, I will embrace my mistress. The downpour of flowers is your touch. Like returning to the very beginning. Like surrendering to your grace, my mistress. People say that devotion is beautiful, yet filled with pain. How foolish of them. Thank you.
Lilopar!
She left, carrying the blessing of flowers.
Kale,
Are you all...
I'm fine. Now that the remains are gone, don't actually feel any different at all. Those remains weren't hurting Kale. Not as she is now.
Kale must have already received what she was...
I'm doing fine. I feel relaxed.
Then my wish has come true.
To become ordinary.
That's just one of my wishes. Actually, I have a...
So between Miss Lilopar and me,
Wonderful.
I guess that settles things here.
So what's next?
Clay, look who I've brought to see you. Hey, Kale. I heard you guys were holding some kind of secret...
Huh? Oh no.
Really?
Who? Me.
So that's what this is all about. Did you come all the way to Mondstadt for that?
Exactly. The old me is gone. I puffed her into the air.
Do you think maybe up in the sky she has friends waiting for her with tests?
Oh. What do you think, Miss Nicole?
I think, at least, if it were up to me, I'd consider that a happy ending.
Dear Sucrose, even though my childhood ended long ago, these past few days have really felt like growing up again. I've become stronger, and I feel like I can finally accomplish things by myself. Surely someone as mysterious as you will find a friend like this fascinating? Always growing. I came to say goodbye to my old self. I know that after this, she'll be gone. Thinking about it makes me feel a little alone, but somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted to take this